All right.
Awesome.
All right.
Yep.
Dear Lord, we just thank you for this chance to take the time and come together. Lord, we ask that you just keep a healing hand over Miss Rachel this evening.
Yes, Lord.
Lord, we thank you for not only this chance to spend time together, but just the imagination that you bestowed upon us to allow us to come and play this game. Lord, we ask that you guide us through this evening, through the rest of this week with your wisdom. Let us do everything in your glory, and we love you. We'll pray all this in your name. Amen.
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 All right, so
Huh.
I'm gonna turn the camera off while I make dinner, but I'm listening.
go for it. So, where we left off, the group the group was in the city of Duskvale. I think last we checked, some shopping has been done. We spent some time at the Wizard Tower, speaking to the master there. Some information was disseminated in terms of Muriel and her old master. Albus was able to sit down and spend time kind of recording out of one of the books. He actually does have that excerpt from that book now.
Very nice.
And I think the last piece was we were going to have a group that I think was going to go try and procure a ship to set sail across the sea to the land of Fasari, and maybe one or two folks maybe want to do some shopping. So, with that, we will get into tonight's episode. So, you guys have now kind of spent another night at the tavern there in Duskvale. You are kind of bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, ready for the day. Um, what do you guys want to do?
Breakfast!
Of course.
2 gold for a night, correct?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Okay.
So as you make your way downstairs, you find that Albus is already sitting at the table, eating his what we will call continental breakfast, which includes a lot of tasty bacons because
Yes, bacon.
Oh, trust me, Terrence is digging in there too.
Raja looks at Albus. Is this second breakfast or third breakfast?
Well, they all kind of ran together. Let's just say this is third helpings.
Fair enough.
You sure like food there, Albus. Why you like food so much? Better that kind of waddles over and sits next to him.
Well, before I met you guys, I'd actually spent about 30-ish years alone in a forest, and my choice of delicacies was very limited. So I am enjoying all of the variety that I am now able to partake in. So I got 30 years to make up for it.
Oh. Makes sense to me.
Yeah. All this bacon is much better than, herbs and roots and whatever I could scrounge out. So.
Oh, better talk know all about roots.
Yeah. Me too, my friend. Me too. All right. So we need to go to find a way to get over to Fasari, right? And I think that we had mentioned that I would, me and a couple other people would go. I don't remember who else was going to come with me.
You and Muriel, Mara, and Better Duck.
Yeah, I'm coming. High charisma people.
All right.
And Better Duck.
Fantastic. All right.
So you got a tiefling and a Better Duck.
So it sounds like it was me, it was Muriel, it was Better Duck,
and Mara.
So this is Jesse again. Brandon, what was the decision on the question I asked you? Do I have the supplies? Or
yes, you do.
okay,
So
okay.
you have the supplies, and then in terms of the extent of time, you've got 1 day for just the regular healing potion, 1 work week for um, the superior.
Yeah, the next level up, right? Okay, fantastic. Okay, fantastic. That means I don't have to go shopping again. Good. All right. Also, Albus goes up to the bar and just kind of asks whoever's there, "Excuse me, hello. Quick question. Is there any type of like postal service or something in town? Some way I can get a letter somewhere? Is that something you guys have here in town?"
So as you walk to the counter, you see the barkeep that you're now very familiar with.
Little Blue!
Not Little Blue. Little Blue is actually not in today. So it's
Aw.
just the older gentleman that works the bar. He's kind of doing the standard barkeep thing. He's got one of the glasses. He's got a rag, and he's just wiping it off. Could be the same one he's been shining for like the past week, but it looks good. It's a real good looking glass. Uh, yes, you can leave it here with me, and we will make sure it gets where it's going. It could take a while. Where are you trying to send this letter?
This is going to the Spirit Forest down south.
Okay. It would probably take. He kind of does some math in his head. Probably 4 or 5 days for it to get there. But if that's satisfactory, it would cost 50 silver to send.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's not a problem. I will gladly pay that. Is that what, like 5 gold?
No. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Technically, yeah, it would be 5 gold. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So he gets your letter. Okay, you have the letter. Is there anything else you would like to send, or just the letter?
Just the letter. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. He goes about and does his business.
All right, I return back to breakfast.
Okay. All right. As the group kind of finishes up with breakfast, you head outside, and the air is warm, mist and salt smell coming off of the coast, and we've got our group heading over to the docks. Raja and Terrence, what are you guys gonna do?
I thought that we were gonna head over to the shop, and I wanted to get rid of the Mithril Chainmail, and I think he wanted to buy something. But let me make sure, Kyle.
You're muted,
I'm
buddy.
just gonna tag along.
Okay.
Okay, I thought you had wanted to get something. Sorry.
So I'm gonna move you guys there. We'll go ahead and move the group to the dock. So we will get the. So let's go ahead and knock the shop out real quick. I'm just gonna keep it here and not pull the two over, which should be fine. So as you walk in, you're greeted with your familiar best friend. As the door kind of opens, and you hear bling bling bling. You just kind of see this little old man look around the counter. He goes, "Well, hello. Welcome to my shop. How can I help you?"
Hello, old man. I would like
Hello,
to.
Lodi.
I I would like to sell to you my Mithril Chainmail. Would you
Oh,
be interested in this?
go ahead and throw it on the counter. Let's take a look and see what you have.
So Terrence throws it up on the counter.
All right. So he's takes him a few minutes, and he kind of pulls out a few little tools, throws on this massively huge like monocle, and he's kind of looking it over, and he's kind of humming to himself, and yeah, decent quality here. Well, it appears to be in good, fine working order. I believe I could probably go. I don't know, maybe 250 gold.
Sold.
All right. Kind of hands you the money, turns around, just kind of drops the mithril down behind the desk, turns back around and says, "Oh, welcome to my shop. How can I help you?"
I think we're
Raja's
done
just
here.
chuckling.
Does that finish up at the shop?
For me, it did.
You don't have a particular mace plus one that you need to get rid of. You hear a little bird in the corner going, mace plus one.
Metagaming pigeon.
Terrence, what are you using for armor then?
Mithril plate mail.
You had 2 sets?
Uh huh.
I don't know.
Oh, the chainmail. That's right.
Yeah. So that is done. For Muriel's mace plus one that she gave you to sell, he is going to give you 100 gold for it, and does that finish us up at the shop?
Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't remember. Oh, there it is. I was trying to get rid of that so that it was no longer in there. There we go. Okay, we're done.
Right,
So-
so on the other side of town,
As we're walking towards the docks, I was. No, do you guys mind if I kind of take the lead on this? You guys are fantastic at bashing brains and like invading minds and stuff, but this is kind of the thing that I kind of grew up doing. I used to own a shop. I'm fairly good at talking with people. I mean, you're definitely welcome to, if I start floundering, help me out. But this is more where I'm feeling more comfortable. So would you guys be okay if I kind of just take the lead there?
Happily.
Okay. So on the way to the dock, I was just going to ask like some worker or whatever, like who would be in charge.
easy enough. So as you just kind of make your way towards the dock, a fairly bustling dock, a lot of kind of automated steam cranes that are reaching over onto ships, loading goods, pulling stuff off, laying them down. You're kind of pointed over towards the ship that's currently docked. The dock worker tells you to speak to the captain, and his name is Captain Shaw.
Like Shaw as an SHAW.
Yeah, correct.
All right.
Yep, fairly standard working dock. You can kind of hear as the waves are coming in and breaking against the walls, breaking against the ships. As you kind of make your way over toward the gangplank, you find the boat that you are looking for. You also see a couple men on the boat. One is wearing a fairly large hat with a feather. May or may not have appeared on his shoulder. And then there's like one other just pretty inconspicuous looking guy that's on the ship with him. Looks like he's just kind of carrying around some boxes and getting things situated.
From the base of the gangplank, I just yell, "Ahoy the ship! Permission to come aboard?"
What? Yeah. Yes. Come down.
All right, come on. I'm looking for Captain Shaw.
Yeah, that would be me, my boy.
Hello, sir. I have a question for you. Me and some friends are looking to book passage to Fasari. Would you be able to help us with that request?
Well, it's not quite as easy as you make it sound.
Could you explain?
Well, for the longest time, we haven't been able to port directly to Fasari. However, if you would like, for a nominal fee, of course, we could perhaps land you in one of the outlying islands of Fasari, and you would have to ferry from there over to the land.
Okay. When you say you're not haven't been able to get to Fasari, is there something prohibiting you, or is it like dock issues, or like sea beasts, like monster issues?
That's the between the government of Fasari and the pirates.
Oh, pirates. Interesting. Well, we might be able to help each other. See, the group that I'm traveling with, they are very, very good at destroying and killing people. Perhaps if we were to offer our services of protection, we might be able to open up trade for you to get to Fasari, and at the same time, it would allow us to get to our destination. So, kind of you scratch my back, we scratch yours type of thing.
Roll a persuasion check.
And perhaps
With advantage, maybe.
and perhaps I'll help with it getting you advantage, and I'll say and perhaps with mitigated what's
All
it
right,
called?
I rolled a 17, but I didn't include my so it would be a 20 with my charisma modifier.
Never mind, you
Fair
do
enough.
not need
Yeah, so it takes you a minute, and he says, "Well, I was gonna have to bring on a new crew as we're getting ready to leave the next day." He says, "Tell you what, our normal rate for passengers is 700 gold.
Good gosh.
Hmm.
That 700 includes all meals to and from, and also protection. But if you're providing your own protection and willing to protect our ship, I think we could possibly do this for maybe 250 gold per person."
250 gold per person. Let's see. I'll definitely have to talk to them, but any way that we could talk that down to about 200 per person, just as we aren't coming back. We won't need meals for the way back, as far as I'm aware. And if we do come back, we would totally renegotiate with you, of course, discuss, the current, what's going on currently at the time. But for right now, it's just a one-way trip to there. So could I perhaps if we do it as a group, so instead of 250, I've got a group of, let's see, there are 6 of us. Going to do math real fast. Oh my goodness, it has been a long time since I have done math for this. So we right now you are proposing 1,500 gold. Perhaps if we were to negotiate that down to 1,250.
So he looks over at the gentleman that's on the boat with him, and he kind of gives him a look and says, "Fine, but for that rate, you lot will have to do watch."
All right, I don't see that as a problem. I will, of course, have to confer that with my rest of my group, but I think we have a potential deal, sir. When are you casting off?
We leave in the morning before the sun comes up.
All right, fantastic. So would it be best for us to perhaps come tonight so we can get all settled and bunked in? That way we're not rushing in on the morning.
Yes, that'll be fine.
All right, fantastic. It's been a pleasure doing business with you, sir.
Absolutely. By the way, is your little blue friend always this skittish?
This entire time, Better Duck is just running around Mara up and down, just eyes wide, just.
Not so much. Think of him more as a let's say wide-eyed, curious child of sorts. He is just inquisitive.
And he fits in a crow's
I
nest.
figured as much.
but he's very, very good in a fight. So he has his perks for sure.
He's all blue.
All right.
All right. So as you finish up there, the group heads back out. Basically, just back out into the city to, I would assume, meet back up at the tavern unless someone has any business that they would like to attend to.
It's got to be lunchtime now, so sure.
All right. Okay. Well, that's a bummer. All right.
So let's see here.
Yeah. So we head back to the tavern, or at least Albus does it. I mean, unless you guys got anything else you got to do? Any errands?
I can't think of anything.
Okay. We should head back to the tavern. Maybe they'll be there. We can tell them what we found out. Make sure that what we came up with will work with them, and make it a group consensus.
Very well.
All right, perfect. So group makes its way back to the tavern. Yeah, by this point it's probably about midday, I would say. Probably getting close to noon. So as you settle back in to your table,
With like 3 plates of food again.
of course, there would be no other way to do it.
Nope.
Mhm.
So are the other 2 back?
Yes,
Okay.
we've all
Yeah,
met.
we're waiting on you actually.
Yeah.
So as you guys come back in, they've probably already been sitting there for a good, I would say, 15 to 30 minutes.
So there's like four tankards apiece empty in
Right.
front of them.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, Raja's also been inquiring to the barkeep if there's any local jobs, nuisances that need to be taken care of, because he's getting bored.
Well, Benedict comes in looking like he drank 3 gallons of coffee. He's like, you won't be bored long.
Raja sees Bitter Duck's eyes and he kind of flinches ever so slightly, going like, "What's wrong with you?"
It's our blue. There's so much blue. So much blue!
Better Duck, we know you're blue.
He saw the ocean for the first time today.
Oh, okay. There's
Oh.
big fish in there too.
They pee.
Yes. I'm sure they do.
Looks over towards Mara, smiling.
I make a note to find an ocean picture book next time I'm in a bookstore.
Well, Terrence and Roger, so we got to the docks and we did manage to talk to Captain Shaw, the big old ship that's over there. And we might have found a way to Fasari, but and we struck a tentative deal. But I wanted to, just talk with you guys, let you know what it is, make sure you guys are good with it. So we talked to him, and he's willing to take us to Fasari. At first, he only wanted to take us to the outer islands. When I asked him more about it, he told us that it's just really hard to get into Fasari right now because of the pirates. So in order to kind of work with him, I told him about your particular skill set and offered the protection of to offer our services to help protect the ship from the pirates. So taking that into effect and just some negotiating, we were able to get it down to offer for him to take us to Fasari one way with meals, boarding, lodging, 1,250 gold pieces for the lot of us.
just curious, Albus. Exactly what skill sets did you tell him we had?
That you were really good at killing people.
You do realize I don't like to kill people.
But that doesn't mean you're not
But
good
you're
at it.
really good at it.
Well,
I can do both.
I cannot argue with this logic.
And so part of this would be we would have to be part of the watch. So that would be something. And they are leaving tomorrow bright and early. So it would be better if we got on board tonight. Like when we decide to bed down, we'll bed down there. You would off the list, do that. That way we're not rushing the morning or worried about oversleeping and missing the boat or anything. But so those are the things we'd have to worry about. In order to get over there, we have to help protect the ship, and we would be part of the watch. And other than that, I don't think we have. And we got it for a fairly decent price. It went from about 700 and something per person down to about 208 gold pieces, a little bit more per person.
Okay, if that's going to get us there.
Well, I think
Sounds
that's
like
our best bet.
Good job, Albus.
Tell
Thank
me,
you.
Albus, what was your store that you said earlier that you formerly owned?
I owned an herbalism and medicinal shop. Sold different herbs for minor things, headaches, stomach aches, etc.
When did you close it? When you went into Hermitage or when you left Hermitage?
No, I closed it before. So this must have been 30, 35, about 30 years ago, 30, 35 years ago. I've lost kind of track. I just know it was around 30-ish years ago.
Well, you've got an incredible talent for talking to people, and I applaud you, sir.
Thank you. You don't keep a shop open for very long if you can't talk to people. So learn that really quick.
Wait, you can use plants to heal people?
Occasionally, yeah. I haven't personally done it, but that is something that happens.
What, you mean other ways aside from gods?
Yep, lots of other ways. I don't know what I've unleashed, but I'm slightly frightened.
Yeah.
With better duck, you should be.
You should be.
Absolutely. All right. So as the group finishes up, probably second, third, and fourth lunch, because you never
The
know.
12th and 14th and 16th tankard.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
I imagine most of us stopped at second lunch.
By this point, you're probably. Let's see. You're mid. Yeah, we're probably mid-afternoon by this point. So as you kind of finish up,
May I? I'm so sorry. I hate to interrupt. May I go up to the bartender and say, "Excuse me, what was the name of the little blue tiefling who was working here yesterday? I should very much like to have her be our waitress again next time we're in town."
So it takes him a minute, kind of looks, and he's like, "Oh yes, little bluey. That is Myra."
Okay, thank you very much. And would you please leave this for her as a thank you from our group, because the information she gave us and the directives she helped us with were quite useful. And I lay a gold piece on the counter.
Okay. And yes, at some point I will probably call Mara Myra or Muriel Myra. It's coming. Just be prepared.
It's fine.
Because as soon as I said it, I watched Kyle just like bust out laughing. I'm like, I know what he's laughing at. He thinks he's sneaky, but he's not.
So while we're eating, I'm going to. I do need to tell you guys. So when I was reading that book, I almost forgot what the whole thing with the book, with the boat and everything. But I actually came across quite a bit of important information about that when I was reading that book over at the wizard's house or tower. So this black dragon that we're supposed to be after. That's
Yeah.
not just any black dragon. It's not just a bad black dragon. Apparently, that the book I was reading was talking about the confinement of insanity, which was talking about how the gods were banished back in the past time. And this dragon's name was in it. He's called Vagnagoth the Defiler, Lord of the Black Flight. Not just any black dragon. He was like the big boss. He like pretty much completely conquered the entire continent. He turned the wastelands into the wastelands that they used to be like all. Apparently, they used to be plantable farming land, but they're not anymore. So he's like a big deal. It took like a whole like adventuring party. They called themselves the Flame of Numar. They went up after him. Like apparently they worked and got really they got like really powerful weapons and they got allies and they went to fight him, and most of them were killed. And when there was only like two of them left, one of them finally reached out to his god Bahamut and pleaded with him for help. And Bahamut interceded and banished this Vagnagoth to the 9 hells. So, a little bit more serious than we thought, which
Okay,
was
well,
already pretty
well,
serious.
Before
tell you
recent events, I've always heard of his tale as more of a bedtime story, so I kind of grew up thinking he was more of a myth and a legend rather than actual fact. But given our recent encounter with a black dragon, a little more inclined to believe that story now.
Well, now that I've heard it, Albus, I say we just give up and go do something else. What do you think?
Yeah.
You know I'm
I
joking.
actually really like that idea, except for what I said earlier about the whole like, and I don't want to, it's bad enough to have one flying around. I can't imagine having two. So,
Yeah,
but my
that's
point
where
is that I'm a realist, so I believe that we have to be realistic. Knowing what we're up against is definitely the first part. But the second is we also need to know, like right now, as much as y'all can do some crazy stuff, like Donovan was like running circles around us. Like we were swinging, he was dancing out of the way, he was blocking, he was laughing at us. And this thing is much higher. So if we are going to go after these guys, we have got to get more powerful. Like us that cast spells, we need to get better spells. You guys need to get better armor. Like we need allies. We need an edge because it
Albus,
took a god to banish this thing. So
Albus, this is why we're heading to the other country to find gold dragons and other metallic dragons because we know we can't do it on our own.
No, and I agree. And I think that was a brilliant plan on your part. I'm just saying, like, we need to be realistic with what's going on here. This is not just another black dragon, which was bad enough. This is like the boss of the black dragon. So
I say we start small. We go after the purple dragons, the green dragons, the blue dragons, and work our way up.
you're joking, right?
Of course, Albus.
Would it be an arcana or a religion for Better Duck to process what Albus just said regarding Vathnagoff's history and the ritual Donovan was using in the chamber?
That would be a religion check for you.
I would imagine you'd be high on that.
Well, I rolled low.
So with an 11, because you kind of sort of studied it in a way back in your den before getting Das Boot, you would have you would have heard the stories growing up, especially with Bahamut being your kind of patron of just some of the different tales, if you will, of the things that he accomplished either on this plane or other planes. So you would have a pretty good comprehension of this.
Huh. That way we have the portal. Donovan trying to reach hell then. just trying to set Vandergoth out, but maybe it's good then. Vandergoth's still in hell.
True.
Now?
Yeah, for now. Because if he was trying to get him out once, I mean,
He'll try again.
yeah, exactly. He'll try again. From what you guys said about like there was like people disappearing and there's a monster. Like apparently this ritual takes a lot of preparation. It would seem like. So if we keep our ears out, maybe we'll be able to find signs of it again. But again, he could. I mean, he flew off. He could be anywhere in the world doing this again. But we might have a little bit of time just because, from what you guys said, things had been happening for a while before the actual ritual was going off.
We still need to find him, regardless of if we're prepared or he's done with his ritual or not. How would we go about finding him? I lack the skills at this point.
I have a feeling that at some point he's going to find us.
Better duck, reach to Bahamut, have spell? Not good spell, but can find person within distance. Not long distance, but distance. Locate creature. It's only 1,000 feet, but theoretically,
Would dragons be a creature?
that would be the question. As long as he isn't polymorphed. And
Yeah.
It says that out loud and goes, oh.
That was fantastic.
It was.
Sinks his head underneath the table in shame.
Oh, that was. Oh, I have to go back and watch it again because there was just that. That was.
So as the group continues at the table, the bartender kind of looks over and says, "Albus, is there an Albus?"
That's me.
Someone left this for you, and he just kind of drops it on the counter, and it's a book, and it's in your journal. As you pick it up and look at it, you just see the title quickly. It's a brief history of Cinria, and there's a little note attached to it, and it just says, "Best of luck on your travels, Master Yennefer."
Oh.
You made
Cool.
a friend.
Yeah, apparently. And Alvin starts flipping through it.
Okay. All right. Is there anything we need to wrap up at the tavern?
No.
Unless someone's got an open bill, I'd say no.
All right. Well, settle up your tabs for your breakfast. Well, breakfast was continental. For lunch and the mini ales, we'll call it 3 gold apiece, and call it a day there.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Done and done.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So as the group finishes up, we ready to head to the docks, or does anyone else have anything they need to do?
Nope. I think we're
Head
ready
to
to
the
go.
docks.
I mean, other than relieve half of those tankards, I think we're good.
I was gonna say the captain met 1 out of the 3 tankers, and no offense to Mara, but she doesn't look the part. She can play
Yeah.
the part, but she doesn't look the part.
Yes.
Yeah. Sweet and innocent until she plays whack-a-mole.
Yes.
Exactly.
Until you make her mad.
Yeah.
That hammer's not for show, people. Hammer's
Nope.
not for show.
I love
No.
this idea of a beautiful woman in a long kimono with this huge ass hammer
Yeah.
strapped to her back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, without a doubt.
Hey, by the way, what did you roll for your kimono?
She's still fire, I believe.
Oh, okay.
From yesterday, yeah.
All right, so as the group finishes up, you head over to the docks.
Wait till he sees Raja and me.
The boats shift when you get on.
Yeah, you just kind of watch it as it just level just.
We two have to be at opposite ends of the ship.
We're not gonna be able to sit and talk in one spot.
Nope.
Hail the ship! Permission to board. Permission to board.
Yes, come on.
All right. I read that in a book. We're supposed to do
Well, you keep interesting company.
Well,
Who's
like
he
I
looking
said,
at?
they're really good at destroying things and killing people. So, yep.
Who's he looking at when he says that?
Yeah.
He's just looking around. I mean, you got to figure. He sees a blue tiefling, a gold dragon, a blue little thing. He's probably not exactly sure what it is. This hulking paladin, this gorgeous woman in a kimono carrying this massive warhammer, and then here comes little Albus, who, I mean, honestly, up to this point, kind of seems like he's leading the group to this guy. So
We're his backup dancers.
Yes.
that's right. Yeah, exactly.
Actually, I was gonna say Albus is the lord. The rest of us are merely his bodyguards.
Yes.
That's right.
That's right.
I look at the guy and I say, "Do you have any idea who this man is?"
Should I?
You will.
So as you kind of all make your way onto the ship, he just quickly says, "Take your things below, get settled in, and we'll be underway in about 30 minutes."
All right.
All right.
I assume it's like a hammock situation.
It is, yeah. It is a hammock situation. So as you, so as you guys go down into the ship, it's probably fairly similar to most ships that some of you would be familiar with. Some of you have never seen a ship in your life. You kind of make your way down. It's cramped. Luckily, there doesn't seem to be any other crew other than you guys, plus the captain and the one other gentleman. And
Just about to ask the same thing.
so there's 6 hammocks. It's kind of in like 3 rows of 2, if you will, so almost like a bunk bed style. Towards the back of the ship, there is a little small cabin with a bed, and then a single hammock out front. So probably safe to assume the captain's quarters, and then what we will now call kind of his first mate is there. So as you get settled in, you kind of get an uneasy feeling as you kind of feel the boat kind of start shaking a little bit more than it was, and you hear as the sails unfurl, just kind of this, and it kind of pulls out, and within a few hours, you guys are just kind of out on the ocean.
Quick question. Quick question. What is the ship's name?
The ship is the Mighty Marigold.
Another M name.
Another M name.
Should we roll for seasickness?
No.
You know what? I wasn't going to, but since it's kind of midday, yeah, everybody do a Constitution check.
Yeah.
Albus just loses his
Check or saving throw?
Save.
Save. Okay.
Somehow Better Duck is fine.
20. Thank God.
Does a 13 make it?
I think threshold would be like 10, wouldn't it?
Well, I got an 18.
What are we missing?
Come on.
Missing...
I'm trying to do mine. There we go.
There we go. I was like, I'm missing one. Wow.
I was gonna say, watch Albus be seasick.
Loses all 3 of his breakfasts.
Yeah,
Albus
you
is-
guys are like basically like seasoned sailors. Not a single one of you is is sick. The right now the ocean seems like it's fairly calm. Few little waves here and there. Ship is cutting right through them. You guys sail for the better part of I don't know, probably the better part of a week.
Okay. Well,
So
Albus is going to make his health potion during the week.
that's why I went with a week for this particular one because I knew that's what you were wanting to do. So add your superior healing potion to your inventory, and then knock out 100 gold. Um, yeah. So as you guys have now sailed for about a week, so from a map standpoint, let's see here. If you were looking at the world map that it should have like flipped up and kind of did a pop up for you guys. So if you're looking at the map, right now you would have made it probably just around kind of the southernmost portion of the Searing Sands Desert. That's the farthest east point of Namar. Um,
Oh, we're traveling to the east. We're traveling eastwards to
yeah,
it.
yeah, you are traveling east. Yeah, so at this point you're kind of going about your days.
Albus
You
fishes, plays the violin, writes, and makes his potion. Pretty much.
okay?
Raj is training.
What's everybody else doing on the ship?
Terrence is training, is praying, and is sharpening his sword, and you know whatever else he can do.
Raj
If
and
there's any,
Terrence are probably sparring from time to
yeah,
time and
and
helping out some
honestly,
of the
if there's
heavy
any fishing
lifting ship
equipment,
chores.
yeah,
I like it.
definitely trying to help with the ship.
Can I help? I'll help Mara with her fishing pole.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, absolutely. And the more, if you'd like, do a survival check.
Get you do it with advantage since I'm helping.
Since you're helping, yeah. At 20.
Ooh.
Nice.
Dang,
Very nice.
So,
it
Mara,
looks
you
perfect.
pull in what can only be described, and with your, you know, with your strength, and this amazing fishing pole crafted, you pull in probably the biggest fish that you've ever seen in your life. It's probably like somewhere around 100 pounds. Just this massive, massive fish. And as it lands on the deck, the captain goes, "Well, we don't have to worry about eating for another week's worth of our rations." So,
Albus is both super impressed, super proud, and super jealous.
nice. All right, so we'll
Terrence,
say at this point maybe another couple of weeks have passed, so you're probably about your third week, in.
Mm.
We'll say at this point it is it's dark. The sea has gotten a bit more choppy. Uh, far in the distance. Probably just breaking the horizon. You can kind of see the telltale signs of a storm, kind of starting off. So at that point, you would be from a map standpoint, um, probably about dead center in between the two continents. Kind of started up your kind of the northern trek towards the island that he had mentioned taking you to first. Um, so at that point, so I'm gonna have who's gonna take watch.
I will.
All right, so I've got
Roger
Muriel.
will.
I probably would say, are we gonna do 2 people per watch or just 1?
That's up to you guys.
I was
I would
thinking
say,
two.
yeah.
Stick to the rule of two.
So I will do watch with Muriel.
Okay. All right. So you guys will have watch first.
Albus is going to do watch with Mara for this trip and try and get to know her a little bit better.
Okay. All right. So we've got
I guess that'll leave Raja and Better Duck.
Terrence, Albus, and Mara. Better Duck and
Good thing Raja's not taking first watch. He's probably feeling a little seasick.
All right, so with my first batch, Muriel and Terrence, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Perception.
Okay, 17.
Ooh, I'm gonna guide myself too, because I just want to do better. 16 plus 2, ha, 18.
So yeah, so within that first watch,
Heart you, Dennis.
so the first mate, he's kind of behind the wheel and keeping course, and you guys are keeping an eye out. Seems to go fairly smooth. Really nothing to report. So let's have Albus and Mara go ahead and roll your checks.
Albus likes to play his violin off and on during his watch, which is why he got an 11.
Ooh, 2.
Ooh,
Dang.
dang!
Nat 20s.
You need to be you need to be rolling that during our combats.
Yeah,
For
not
real.
only does she
Go for
not only does
turkey.
she know what's going on, but she can tell you the color of the fish that are around
Right,
her.
yeah, exactly. So at this point, by now it's probably midnight, 1 a.m. There is a massive flash of lightning, and Mara, with her just keen eagle eyesight, notices a second ship steaming directly towards you guys and is running and waking everybody up. And my favorite, I need everybody to roll for initiative.
Yay! Good job, Mara.
Stuff like that.
Nice job, Mara. At least we have a heads up now.
Yeah, really.
That's that nat 20 at work, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh.
as
21.
We are really
the
hitting
boat,
high.
So, let's see, I don't know where my initiative is, but like I have some spells that are like 150 feet out. So I don't know how close you have it on the, like you kind of have them close to the map, but before that, can like Albus at least throw some stuff at the ship?
Muriel wants to join.
give me just a second.
That's okay.
Slingshot. Slingshot.
Look, we suddenly got guns.
Oh no.
Hey, are we close enough to board the ship if we so choose?
Perhaps. We'll find out here in a second. Alright, so just want to make sure that I've got everyone's initiative right, so it comes to the goofiness here. So I've got Terrence at an 18.
Yep.
I've got Mara at a 5, but it should be an 8. Raja with a
21. With my advantage, it was a 21.
19. Better Duck with a 6.
Yep.
Albus with an 18.
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, so
It's probably a good thing I can't tell what he just said. Or maybe that's what really infuriates me. Okay, I don't like that.
Hopefully, we get at least a round as we close the distance to use some range abilities like arrows.
Crossbow bolts.
Oh, I don't like that.
Hmm.
It's a lot of people, guys.
Try adding turns to all of them.
Yeah. Looks like we're gonna get ourselves a bigger boat.
This is a good boat.
Assuming we don't sink it.
Well, there's always a chance.
All right, so first up is this pirate here. He is going to make a move towards the side of the deck. He is going to take a ranged shot with a flintlock pistol. He is going to fire his first shot at the pirate closest to him.
I'm gonna be over here. I'm moving my
Let's see. So with 4's a 21 to hit, and he will take 1d8. All
I'll
right.
start.
So our buddy there takes
I don't see Mara in the
5.
turn order.
We'll start out here.
Oh, sorry, Mara. I thought I clicked you. Let's see. Mara is.
Sorry about that.
Muriel. Better Duck is down 1. There we go. That's what I did. I clicked on Better Duck twice. All right. So pirate. So this pirate here, he's going to take. He takes 5 points of piercing damage, and that ends his turn. So next up is Raja.
Okay. Did you say we're close enough to like kind of do a swing board deal?
So probably from about right. So about the closest the ships would be is probably starting here to here. That's about a 15-foot jump. What is your
Into the ocean.
See, because I was planning what I was planning on doing if we could Pirates of the Caribbean, take a rope and just swing over.
Let's see. How would I have you do this?
Would that jump be in athletics?
Make an athletics check.
All right. Oh, okay. I like my odds. Oh,
Yeah. Good odds.
Yeah,
20.
with a dirty 20. Yeah, so you're able to find a rope there, kind of along the side, kind of throw it over far enough up onto one of their lower kind of mast sail area, and you're able to swing over. So I'd probably say you land within kind of between where that first cannon is by the sail and the stairs.
So kind of like around here, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll work. And So I'll count that as my movement, and I'm gonna go ahead and cast firebolt at this one
Okay.
before I draw my sword out from its alternative dimension.
Alright, go ahead and make your ranged attack.
Hold on, I gotta find it. Where is it? Actions. Here we go. Firebolt. Does a 16 hit?
16 does hit.
Okay.
And it hits so good.
Ooh. For
It hit
12
dinner.
damage. Not bad, not bad.
12 damage.
12 damage.
All right.
Okay. And then as Raja notate Raja takes his talon that is glowing on his point on his index finger, drawing the line to tear the space and tear the space, reaches in. O holy flame, hear my plea. Purify this evil before you. Drawing the sword, devour them and send them to the dust from whence they came. And the sword ignites as it's pulled out of the dimension.
Chills.
I
Chills.
like it.
And looking at this guy, I'm going to go ahead and attack him
Okay.
with my sword.
With my sword.
Yes. 16.
16 does hit.
Alrighty. So we'll just do D8, 2d6s. 7 damage total.
7 points of damage. So yeah. So as you land on the other ship, firing your firebolt, kind of hit the first pirate. He kind of hunched over, kind of wiped himself off because his clothes were nice and singed. Now he's kind of got this nice hole in the middle of his shirt. Other pirate, you've kind of slashed him. Both of them still up, still angrier at this point. All right, does that finish up your turn?
Yep, I just wanted to get there and get the ship's attention, more or less.
I think you managed to do that.
Albus, you were up.
All right, Albus is at the edge. All right, you were expecting this. You knew it was going to happen. Oh, you could do this. Okay, he's going to reach into his component pouch. He's going to pull out a ball of bat guano and some sulfur, rub it in his hand, and unleash a level 4 fireball right here.
Wow.
To get all 4 of them.
Okay.
Gee.
Go ahead and roll your. No, wait. They have to roll, don't they?
Yep.
What's the save on that?
Let's see. A deck save, they have to beat a 14.
So the first pirate misses. No, he ties, so he misses. Second one, right, so you're hitting all 4 of these on top, right?
Yeah. Well, this one, because it's a 20-foot radius, so that should be like if I land it right about here, that should hit all of them.
Yeah, so you can hit these 3 basically within that circle. This one here would be outside of.
Okay.
Outside of it. So, which is fine. Still, yeah. All right. So this one takes the damage. This one saved, and then one more. And the third one, this one here, he saved as well. So, do they take half damage, or is it just no damage at all?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they take half damage on successful save. So I rolled 27 damage.
All right. So, as you're
Yay!
as you kind of wipe your components in your hand and just launch massive um, this massive fireball, you watch as it just leaves his hand and kind of hits dead center of him and just
You
Nice.
see the embers behind the DM? That's what they're seeing.
that's right. So you watch, and it kind of connects just behind where the back mast is, and you watch as this fire embers up this mask. Almost, it's enough that it starts to singe the bottom of the sails. You watch as the first pirate, he's just engulfed in these flames. By the time he's still standing, he's ridiculously hurt, just covered in just burnt ash. He's in rough shape. The other ones, um, still hurting quite a bit. So let me get
I
there.
promptly throw up over the side of the ship.
You mean he's not stop, dropping, and rolling?
All right, is that your turn?
Yep.
All right. So I'm still using the burst. So this pirate here is going to move up towards Raja. He is going to take a swing at him with his cutlass, and he misses with a 2. Um, he is that's his turn. All right, Terrence, you're up.
Okay, so you said that's a 15-foot jump.
Yep.
And you said that I could do it with athletics.
Yep.
Okay, good, because I'm a +6 on athletics. So I'm going to try to take that jump.
All right, go for it.
Jumping or swinging?
Yeah, I'm jumping.
Right. Yep, 22. So you jump and you land.
Okay.
You just kind of come off of the rail and just flat-footed on, no problem at all.
Yeah, and that's when I turn and attack this guy right here with my sword.
Okay, go ahead and.
Because I can't do a divine smite or anything at the moment. Well,
actually, you can. So with your divine smite, it is.
yeah.
So once you attack, if you hit, you decide at that point if you're going to use divine smite and at what level.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and swing. Phew, 19.
Oh, without a doubt, you definitely hit him.
Okay, and I'm gonna hit divine smite, which that was a +6. Can't
What
remember.
level are you using it?
I have to do that at. Oh, I'm trying to remember. Hold on a second. Where did it go? Divine sense. Why can I never find it when I need it?
Because I think it's in your actions and not under your spells, which always throws me off.
Yeah, but I can't seem to find the stupid thing in there.
There it is. Divine Smite.
You found it?
Let's see, Searing Smite.
It's a class ability, not a spell.
That's why. Features. There we go. Divine Smite. So it's a 1d8 for each spell level, higher than first, and I'm going to do this as a second level.
Okay,
And
so
when you
2d8
Yep. So there's
plus your attack.
yeah. Let me find the 8. Okay, that's my divine smite, and my attack is 12.
All right, so 17 total points. Yeah, he is. So as you land and immediately just rail across him with your sword, as you slice through, this radiant fire and energy kind of comes from underneath him, as if it's coming out of his feet and the boards of the ship, and just goes up through him. He is still standing, but not by much. He is definitely hurt.
I finally got to use my athletics.
All right. So with that, sorry, I haven't been clicking. All right. So at that point, it is this guy's here. So he is going to move to the stairs, come down the stairs, and over the top of his, kind of over across, he is going to take a flintlock shot at Terrence.
Bring it.
And he rolls a 16, which, if I
Yeah.
remember right, does not hit.
No, I'm a
Nope.
20.
Yep, it does not.
Wow.
All right,
We're
so
both 20.
yeah, so you kind of watch him as he's coming down. You're able to see him out of the peripheral, and as he takes his shot, you just take your shield and just kind of flick it up, and just watch as the ball just goes ting.
And then I go to him. You're next.
So next is going to be this pirate here. So he is going to come over. He is going to make him do a dex, because he's just going to jump down.
Tell me he gets a 1.
Not much better. 4, a natural 2. So as he lands, he actually
plant?
lands prone.
He lands on his ankle.
Yeah, basically, yeah. He like twists
Sideways.
his ankle, so he is laying prone, and that's the same one that just got charbroiled by Albus. So that would probably explain kind of what happened there. All right, so next is going to be this one here with his little hat. Let's see.
I'm assuming that one's the captain.
Probably a fair assumption.
It's the hat.
It's the hat without.
It's the hat.
35 feet. All right, so he is also going to make the jump. He makes it with a 24.
Oh wow. Okay. So he ends up landing like a superhero.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Landing.
Yeah. So he like superhero lands. He comes down and it's just like
Captain America.
Yeah. Mario looks very excited. She's very glad that they're coming to her.
So he is, he is going to go ahead and from this far out, he is going to pull out dual flintlock pistols, and he is going to fire one shot at Terrence, and with the other, he is going to turn around and fire a shot at Albus.
Dang. Oh well, yeah.
He did.
Albus did just try to fry him.
Yeah.
I guess all's fair in love and war.
So with his shot at Terrence, he rolls a nat 20.
Oh my gosh! Ouch.
Oh, and you're just out of range. I can't use my ability to negate the crit.
You will take 18 points of piercing damage.
Oof.
then he looks over, fires his shot at Albus. Does a 17 hit? I'm assuming
Yeah.
it does. Yeah.
Yeah, just a little.
Just a little lot.
Yeah.
All right, Albus, you take 7 points of piercing damage. So as the captain of the ship lands, smiling, fires his first shot, connects and kind of in the back of the shoulder, Terrence, and you just feel it as it kind of rips through, kind of an entry and exit wound. You just feel it jerks your shoulder forward.
Oh God, this hurts a lot more than the book said.
Terrence is pretty mad.
And he says,
Oh.
"You thought you could kill us, boy?" And he fires at you, kind of hits you, kind of upper torso, shoulder area, kind of the same deal, kind of quick in and out. So yeah. All right, that ends his turn. Next is your ship captain.
I hope he has something good.
So with his, he is also going to try to make this jump across, which he does succeed with a 16. So he comes down, hops over, and he is going to go ahead and take a pretty big slash. Actually, more of a stab. He carries a fairly long scimitar, so he's going to hit. He's going to hit the first one.
I thought those were like bad guys on our boat. I'm sorry.
No.
I thought they were not ours.
20, he does hit. Ooh, 12 points of piercing damage to that one. So as you watch the captain of your ship hop over, as he lands kind of on the railing of the other ship, rapier in hand, you just watch him as he jabs the rapier through the heart of the pirate behind Raja, and you hear just as the pirate just kind of crumbles to the ground behind him.
What's our captain's name again?
Captain Shaw.
Shaw.
So with his second attack, he rips this whip off of his belt and he slashes it right between where Raja and the railing is towards the other pirate.
Okay.
Go on with your bad self.
Yes, I was-
Let's see. 5, 12. So unfortunately, he does miss with his second. So that is the end of his turn.
So the pirate just deflects his whip attack.
Yeah, basically. Let's see here. So there's that one. So this one, he is going to come up. He is going to.
Oh, you're gonna take on the Paladin now, huh? Okay.
So he is going to make 2 strikes at you with his cutlass.
His funeral, literally.
Yeah,
First one
maybe.
is a 16.
Raja's getting a little jealous.
He misses.
They're ignoring the
Second one is a
fighter.
20.
Ooh, he hit. Well, that's
He
even
does
with
hit,
mine.
tie
Okay.
hits.
Okay.
So you will take.
Do I get do I get an action when they hit? Do I get to do something?
I don't think so.
Okay.
So
Couldn't
you
remember.
take 10 points of slashing damage.
Ouch.
So he just kind of catches you off guard as you're kind of fighting this other one there with his with the whip in his hand.
Okay.
And he just kind of catches you kind of broadside, just slashes down, catches you. All right, Muriel, you were up.
Okay. I am going to. Can I teleport to? Hang on. How do I clickety click?
You click and hold.
Here. With is that 30 feet? 'Cause I want a misty step over there.
I'm fairly positive that's within. Yeah, I mean it's right at 30 feet. We'll say with the way that the waves are kind of coming up and down, it's definitely a point that you would be able to see.
Okay, so second question before I do actually, can I move like over here instead, like one block over essentially? Because I have something that's still 30 feet, I believe.
Yeah, it
I,
should still be. Yeah.
okay, I want to be able to hit both them, both him and him, but they need to be both within 10 feet of me when I
Okay.
do.
So let's see from there. Yeah, that. Yeah, from right.
As a bonus action, I misty step over to the boat.
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
Easy
I'm not
enough.
gonna. I'm not tempting fate with an athletics. That's not my strong suit. So I do that, and I just appear in a cloud of mist in their midst, and I say, "Oh, hey there, boys!" And then these dark tendril arms erupt from the floorboards at my feet, and I cast Arms of Hadar. And both of them need to make strength checks, please.
Okay. Let's see. So strength. The first one is a whopping 12, and
Nope,
the second one is a whopping 5.
Oh,
negative. So they both take 3d6 necrotic damage.
Ooh.
I only
wow.
rolled 10. Don't get excited.
Yeah, but still.
They both take 10,
Yeah.
essentially.
Okay.
Let me read this on a failed save. Blah, 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 blah. Cool. That's the gist of it, and that is my turn.
Okay.
If they decide to attack me on their turns, I do have shield as a reaction.
Okay.
So I'm just prepping you for that because I'm sure that's going to be an eventuality.
Got it. Okay. All right. Mara, you're up. We can't hear Mara.
Barely.
Not really.
I think I'm hearing her through Kyle.
Unplug your mic and plug it back in. Sometimes that does it for me.
Or check the input. Make sure the input is back on that mic.
No,
Mm-mm.
I hear you through me.
No,
Nope.
it's okay.
So she's saying that Mara doesn't know how to swim.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we're doing this.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna just say that she.
Nope. You went away again.
Sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So she can't swim, so she wants to like run over to
Lost you again.
these cannons over here.
So sorry, honey.
I'm sorry. What?
We
There
Now
you
lost
we
go.
you.
can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh,
You got to commit to it.
I'm sorry. I'm trying.
Not you.
um. Oh, I need to like grab my mouse again. She wants to run over to the cannons. Would there be cannonballs next there?
There would be. Yes.
Okay. Well, just so you're aware, if there wasn't, I was gonna just start throwing forks and daggers and stuff like that in there. Just so you know. And she wants to aim it like towards like let me see if I can point to it. Like this part of the ship, like away
Okay.
from her friends kind of thing. Can
Yeah.
I do that? I don't
Please don't shoot that cannon towards me. I don't know if I can take it.
No, yeah, absolutely you can.
no, I'm
We...
yeah. So how would I do that?
That's what we're about to find out.
Okay.
You figured I would prepare for that. And be ready in case someone was like, I want to shoot the cannon, but for some reason I was like, no one's going to think to use these cannons.
Oh, I wanted to throw a cannon overboard.
All right.
I actually don't know if Better Duck knows what a cannon is.
He will in a minute.
All right, so let's see. So these would be, they're not huge cannons, so we're going to say that they're probably like a 9-pound cannon.
I have no idea what that
So
means. Sorry.
go ahead and roll a ranged attack. It is so 1 because it's dark, 2 because you're not a sailor. Have you roll at disadvantage, and let's see what that does.
Okay. What do I need to roll?
Just roll roll 2 d20s and take the lowest roll.
Oh no.
No.
Oh
Four.
no.
Okay, so with a 4, that doesn't hit. Now, if you would have had the 19, that definitely would have hit. So, as you kind of turn this cannon to face back towards them, a wave kind of brings the ship down towards the water as you fire. And instead of hitting the deck, you just watch this cannonball rip through the side of the ship, going
Nice.
into basically the second, one deck below.
Still
So,
doing
so are they
damage.
officially sinking then?
Not yet.
Okay. Do I get another action?
You do, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try again.
Okay, go for it.
Why not? Get 2 nat 20s.
How about a 9?
So let's see. So 9. Six. That one hits.
Good.
Nice.
So you're gonna fire. Now, if I heard you right, you're gonna kind of fire like in this general area there, kind of in between where all these guys are at.
Yes.
Which, that's the
Okay.
captain.
So go ahead and roll 4d10.
Ooh.
Woo!
Roll high. Roll high.
Roll 4 10s.
Oh shoot! I did way too many. Oh, hold on a second. Sorry.
Oh, there we go. I like that one.
No, that checks out.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
there.
worked.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that was so
It's okay.
awesome.
So the 3 over there are suddenly trying hard to get back.
Right?
Okay, 23.
23. All right, yeah, perfect.
Good.
So you watch this fire. You just watch this massive. Just all of a sudden in the middle of them, just the fire. The ball left the cannon, just pure velocity, ripping towards them. Kind of blew right towards, landing in the center of them. Not really hitting one in particular, but hitting and really just throwing shrapnel all over the place. Just kind of stabbing them with hundreds of little pieces of deck wood that are now lodged within their legs and abdomens. So with a 23, so we'll spread the damage between them. Let's see. So they'll each take 8 points of damage. And the guy here, he is not looking good at all. Like
He's still alive?
just barely.
Mm.
All right, perfect. All right, that brings us down to next pirate in line, which is gentleman here. He, of course, is going to take his step towards Muriel and go ahead and make his slashy slash.
Let's see if he makes before I hit shield.
So he is at a 19.
Shield.
Okay. And shield just negates that hit.
No, it adds a +5 to my AC until the end of my next turn.
Oh, got it. Yeah. So he doesn't hit at that point.
That's a plus.
He's gonna go on and
It's pretty rad.
one more go. 12 obviously misses. So his buddy here is up. He's gonna follow suit. That one is a 25.
Yeah, that one hits.
That one hits.
Even
Ouch.
even shield couldn't help me there.
That's right. Alright, so with the scimitar.
It's about time I take some damage in this campaign.
So you will take 8 points of slashing damage on his first hit. Then he misses with a 9 on his second. Better Duck, you were up.
Okay. For logistical questions, how high is the deck, the railing of the ship?
Probably, well, I say fairly standard, so probably 3.5 feet.
Crap. So Better Duck has been hearing stuff, but he hasn't seen anything.
Well, now you would have given the way that the waves are working. So as you're kind of swashing, at some point the ships are gonna kind of be facing downwards, looking at each other. So at some point you would have seen over to the ship.
Okay. Would he, at that point, would he recognize that Terrence is looking a little more beat up than usual?
Seems how he's only got half his hit points right now.
Probably so, yeah.
How are you down that much?
He got
Oh,
critted.
they hit me hard.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the crit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the crit.
Yeah.
And Bear Duck is wise enough to know that there is probably no way he is making that gap. So he is going to look at Terrence. Let me.
Terrence really misses the little boop.
Yeah, unfortunately, all my big heals are touch.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
So you see coalescing around you a black hand that comes up and boops you
And I automatically
As-
know who it's from.
as a bead of blood crawls out of Better Duck's nose as he casts Life Transference.
Whoa.
Mm.
I take 20 necrotic damage and you heal 40.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Dang,
That put me way up.
son.
Wow.
I've never seen that done.
You just
Yeah,
brought
I've
me up
never
to
heard of that
full.
spell. That's crazy.
Life Transference. You sacrifice some of your health. You take necrotic damage that cannot be reduced in any way. One creature you can see within range, it's you, regains number of hit points equal to twice the necrotic damage you take. So you take you get 40 HP back.
Woo.
Yeah, well,
That's-
you just brought me back up to full.
Dang, son.
I feel invigorated.
And then some.
No, I can't go any higher.
And as a bonus action, actually, no, they're all 10 feet away. They're more than 10 feet away. That's not going to work. You're good, Terrence. Ow. That's the most he's been hurt this entire time.
Out
Yeah.
of character
And it was
question.
self-inflicted.
Out of character question, is that necrotic damage reversible?
No.
Or is that permanent?
It just says that the damage you inflict upon yourself cannot be lessened.
Oh, it's just a type of damage. It's not like his flesh is going to be rending for the rest
Yeah,
of
this
the
is not
session.
me permanently cutting my HP down.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
That was a hell of a spell to have at what,
Yeah,
7th
right?
level?
It's third.
We'll allow you to cripple yourself
Yeah,
with a 3rd level spell. No, please.
Yeah.
exactly.
And that will be Bernadette's turn.
Okay. All right. So the first mate is finally up. He is going to unleash his 2 steam-powered flintlock shots.
Ooh,
Hmm.
fancy.
He just give me a button push like everything else. That makes it so easy.
Yeah.
So yeah, he hits with his first one, and he definitely hits with his second one. So he is aiming at the 2 pirates up top here.
Cool. It whizzes by my ear, and I mutter under my breath in Infernal. I swear, if I get hit by friendly fire, I'm going to snap.
Alright, so the first one takes 11 points. The second one takes 9 points. Alright, perfect. So as you watch him, pulls out, fires his 2 shots. Both of them connect, kind of mid chest area. The pirate that is further up, he is kind of in a little world hurt. He's hurting pretty bad. The other one right here, he's still doing pretty good. You know, despite him being like tentacle smacked and now having a bullet hole in him. That brings us back up to the top of the round, which I believe is this pirate here. Yeah, there he is. So he is going to go ahead and make. He's going to make one swipe at Terrence, and then his second swipe is going to be at Raja.
Well, there you go, Raja.
Oops. What did I do? Oh no. Oh no. I'm drawing lines and I don't know how to stop. What have I done?
So with his strike at Raja with a nat 20.
Oh,
No, he doesn't. Better Duck sees this happen at Raja and will activate Sentinel at Death's Door. Creature you see within 30 feet suffers a critical. You turn that hit into a normal hit.
Woo!
Alright, there you
Oh,
go.
awesome.
Raja will
Okay.
take 12 points of damage.
Thank you, Better Duck.
Terrence, he misses you with a 9.
okay. Terrence is getting pretty mad now. I'm just saying.
Alright, let's see. Raja, you were up.
Well, Raja is going to slice his sword in the air in the shape of a cross, which you see a little glow, and that is going to activate the cantrip, my cantrip Blade Ward, which is going to, till the end of your next turn, you have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage dealt by weapon attacks.
Okay.
So, and as a bonus action, I get to do a melee attack.
Okay. Who you hitting?
The guy that attacked me.
Okay.
Well, it's not doing the thingy. This guy.
Alright.
Let's see. So, I don't think a 9's gonna hit.
9 does not hit, unfortunately. So, yeah, so as you swipe down, he's just able to quickly dodge out of the way. And
Do I want to burn my inspiration? Nah, no. Minion. And second attack, same guy, actually. So, okay. I guess I am burning my inspiration.
so, yeah, alright, go for
Yes.
it.
I am burning my inspiration against that roll. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Okay, 24. That's more like it.
There we go.
Yeah, 24 hits.
And that's 13 slash.
Yep.
And
so, yeah.
hold on.
I mean, you can do your fire if you want.
Yeah, and 11 fire. So
11.
that's
Alright,
24 points.
So 24 points. Yeah, just enough. So you come through, slashing, and as you do, it cuts much deeper, than with the flame. Just sears his insides, and he just crumples over.
I let out a a war roar, going like, "Ah!"
I like it. All right, Albus, if you're done throwing up over the side, you're up, buddy.
I'm gonna wipe my mouth and hold my shoulder. Oh, I felt bad about this before. I'm not gonna feel bad now. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'll rub that guano and we'll unleash another fireball right here. So I should be able to get all 5 of these suckers.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So this is the 3rd level. So it's not as big or as bright, but it's still pretty nasty.
So you watch as this fireball leaves Albus again, landing center, and just explodes on them. So they've got to make dexterity savings. Yes.
Yep, 14 is what they need to hit.
Captain
Alright, so the
disadvantage.
one closest to you, this one succeeds. This one succeeds.
Dang.
This one succeeds. Captain fails.
Hey.
And
Good.
last one, because he is prone, will be a disadvantage. He fails. Alright, so Captain and this one take the full extent.
27.
27. These guys take, what, 14?
13.
Yeah.
Also, quick side note, I think Muriel's token is vanished, so she can no longer see the...
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, she's having technical difficulty. She's exiting and coming back.
I broke Miriam.
No, that's me. I'm just special. I've lost the map somehow. This is what I get for fooling around in the dang little like tools here in the upper left corner of Roll20. I'm an idiot.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. So you should be able to see.
I can't see nothing. It's a
I'm
black,
thinking,
blank map. Help!
it's because dynamic lighting is on this one.
Did I turn that on myself? Because I did
No,
it.
I turned it on. Save. How about now?
Yeah! Yay! I'm back.
There
Someone-
we go.
Someone cast blindness on me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thank
alright,
you.
So, Captain's gonna take 27 points.
Oof. Capitan ain't looking good, I bet.
Well, he had a very nasty attack, so I imagine he's got a larger health pool.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
So, with with this attack, you watch as the fireball screeches into the ship, explodes, and you hear just and you watch as 3 of the pirates run and jump overboard just to put themselves out. They are
I'm sorry. That's funny.
toasted, and dead.
Better Dick just waves.
I'm going to throw up again. Between the pain and killing my first people, yeah, I'm throwing up for sure.
Multi-kill.
Alright, Terrence, you're up.
All right. So the Divine Smite is still probably active. I'm extremely.
Well, so with Divine Smite, it's with every hit that you make. So if you're 2 attacks, you can hit, use Divine Smite, hit again, use Divine Smite. Same
Do I have
thing. So it's not an aura about you. It's her.
Oh, so each time I have to use a spell slot?
Yes.
Okay, well then never mind. So the first thing I'm going to do that then. Let me do it differently. I am going to cast Searing Smite.
Okay.
That's my first. And then my next one is I am going to slash down with my long sword with a critical.
Nice.
Very nice.
You can, from what I understand, you can cast or you can use Divine Smite at your highest level if you crit. Like you can determine after the fact to apply your Divine Smite. But if it's a
Yes.
Smite spell, you have
Yeah.
to.
Correct.
This one was, yeah.
And they do
So
stack, if I'm not mistaken.
that's that one. Now, I forgot how I do. Let me see here. Spell.
All right. So you
Dun, dun.
would.
2d6. There we go. There it is. Okay. So that's my. So the damage is 14 plus 8
So
is
28 plus 8
oh,
because of the crit.
okay. I'm mad. I told you.
30. So yeah. So 32 points of damage.
I
How do you want
basically
to do
cleaved him in
this?
half. I come
36,
down.
isn't it? What? You said 28 plus 8?
Does it matter at that point?
I mean, it could.
I
Yeah.
come
So
down.
with, yeah. So with 36 points. Yeah. Uh, tell us how you're gonna cut this guy down.
So at this point, I mean, I'm mad. Shields in my left hand, right hand's up. I come down and go right to left, straight down at his neck, and
Oof.
just whatever I can take off comes off.
Oof.
Perfect. He is.
Just-
Yeah. You just watch him.
Just bisect him.
Yeah.
Split
Yeah,
in
well,
half.
Straight down through. He just kind of
Yeah.
bananas open and just
Ew.
falls
Well, the
right,
searing smite kind of cauterizes everything, so he doesn't bleed.
Yeah, just kind of.
Like a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
He
now
basically
I'm
looks like one of the doors that they cut through
Yeah.
in like in the prequels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
he is.
He took,
so
he
so
took
at
a
this,
page.
so at this point, I turn to the captain. You're next.
Okay. All right. So from a movement standpoint, yeah, you're 30 feet from him. So tell me what you want to do.
I get one more move. I thought I
Yeah,
used it
you've
with.
still got your
Okay.
you've still got your movement plus your second attack.
Okay. So I'm right there. And again, longsword. Come on, baby. Oh my gosh.
Ooh, an 11.
Can I
Yeah,
use my inspiration?
you can use your inspiration.
No, I'm not doing this again. All right. Ooh, and it's a crit.
That's the way
Nice.
to use inspiration. There you go.
All right, go ahead. Roll your damage.
That's that one. And
So 32 points without divine smite.
okay, and then divine smite is
So
or no, this is searing smite.
32,
Because
so
the searing smite
38
goes for a minute.
points.
So yeah.
Yeah. Parents, how do you want to do this?
Oh my word.
This one here, as I get over there, I just swing left to right, straight across at his neck.
Okay, yeah. So you just watch as Terrence's blade, sharpened to the finest tip, rips through. The head doesn't move though.
No, I
because
just seared it back
goes
together.
through so quickly and basically just seals it. So it's just like flink,
Mm.
and the captain just falls over.
Okay, now Raj is jealous.
Oh, we still have some pretty powerful people. I mean, we still get our heads handed to us if we're not careful. So
Oh yeah. They got us on numbers.
yeah,
Not anymore.
not anymore, but still.
So, so right then, at that moment that the captain falls down, you watch as the remaining three pirates immediately just drop their swords hands up, and they're like, "Wait, we would speak to the captain of your ship."
Terrence says, okay. That's what we'll do.
All right, so
Muriel's a little disappointed.
Of course.
Albus is still.
So is Raja.
Yeah, Albus is not paying too much attention. Like they say that, and he just kind of slumps. Like, oh God, it's done. Thank God.
So as the three remaining pirates kind of come down and set themselves kind of against that railing, you hear them kind of back and forth with the captain of the ship. What you guys doing?
We can figure out how to get back, Raja.
Well, side note, Mara wants to ask the captive pirates for the secret word.
Secret word?
The secret surrender word.
Wait, what?
Par.
Parsnip?
Parsnip.
Parsley.
It's more,
Pale, yes, Pale.
more like a set of guides.
Once everyone is back on our ship, Butterduck is going to do his 10-minute prayer of healing cast but once everyone gets back on our ship, that's what he's going to do. He actually sits down and wipes and notices he's bleeding out of his nose.
I'm going to Misty step back over. I don't dare tempt fate.
Albus is just sitting there with with his back against the railing, just his just kind of head down, just breathing in and out slowly. Just
Everyone gets crit candies. Crit candies for all.
Yeah, buddy.
Did I just fall in the water?
Raja and Terrence, you guys make the jump, but you
you sink like a stone
on the side of the ship.
You're in 75.
You're able to pull yourself up.
You're in 75 pounds of full plate. You would sink like a rock.
I know. That's why I was worried.
Everybody gets back 11 HP.
Ooh.
Even if you didn't miss any, Butterduck is just goes around to boop everybody, including him. Actually,
I was gonna say,
3, 4.
Terrence,
I don't need it, Butterduck. I can take a short rest.
So
he boops you all the same.
Oh.
He does not boop himself.
Can Terrence do a lay on of hands on Butterduck?
Yeah, just however much you're going to use out of that pool, just let him know.
Okay. I have
2, 3,
I have 35 points that I can give you out of that pool. And you took 20, I think, right?
Give or take. The captain is the 6th person Butterduck chose to boop to get 11 HP back, just so you know, DM.
So I lay on of hands on Butterduck and give him back 20.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So the captain makes his way back across, and you watch as the other ship kind of flips the wheel. Your ship going this way, and theirs just kind of careens off and just heads out.
We should at least plunder them first.
I was gonna say.
So, as the captain comes back, he actually tosses down on the ground a few small bags. From an equipment standpoint, he really didn't bring anything back that you wouldn't already have something equivalent with. he brought back some ammunition, of course, for their flintlocks, cannonballs, and that such for the ship. He also brought back, there was right around 300 gold that he was able to bring back from their ship that he took from them. So he brings back and he says, that was a hell of a fight. I believe this belongs to you. And he just, waves his hand towards the gold, and you guys,
So everyone gets 50.
yep.
Also, I forgot to deduct our ticket price. What was our tickets cost, Albus?
Come on, math teacher.
Our
Oh, yeah.
passage. What were we
It
down
was
to there?
208.
208.
I'll tell you out of character. It was about 208 each person.
Okay.
208 subtract plus 50 add. Okay.
All right, so you find yourself that night. So once that's over, you kind of head off. At this point, though, the captain kind of looks a bit concerned. Like he's got his glass out and he's kind of back and forth, looking. Stops. He pulls out his map and looks. Yeah. What do you guys want to do?
Terrence asked the captain, "What seems to be the problem? You look concerned."
Well, actually, yeah, that fight we had, it seems it's knocked us off course a little bit. I'm not gonna say we're lost, but I'm gonna say I don't know exactly where we're at.
So what does that do for us?
Well, probably extends the sailing by another week. And,
Is anybody good at tracking?
No. But it's a good thing that she caught that fish because that was a week's worth of rations.
Yeah. Perfect.
there you go.
Gonna eat the heck out of some bluefin.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Might need to go fishing again. What is it that we can do?
So as you guys move on, a few more weeks have passed. The captain is able to get the ship righted.
I'll cast
actually-
guidance on him as many times as it takes.
So we can do.
It really
So
wasn't
my-
as bad off, kind of as he was thinking it was. So, you make your way, and as you get closer, you kind of at the horizon, you see an island break, and then as you get closer, you can see. Seems like a civilized island. You start to see a bunch of seagulls kind of coming in overhead. Kind of start squawking and screeching towards the shore more and more you get closer. And finally, within probably the next 2 days, you do indeed finally dock.
Yay.
Oh.
So how many more weeks did it take us?
Total, you guys have been at sea for we'll call it about 2.5 months.
Sheesh.
Okay, so
We had a long rest, right? After the fight.
You've
Yeah.
had a couple long rests in between that final fight with the pirates and
so like 75 days, 75 days total.
I just
Yeah.
wanted to double check and make sure. My
All right.
inspiration didn't come
I'm
back.
just for the journal purposes, like because everything's been by days. I just want to know like what his next entry will be.
Gotcha. And I want to see like from like day 7. I want to see like day 8. I went fishing. Day 9. I did this. No, I'm kidding. I'm completely kidding.
Probably not going to do that. No.
Day
That would,
35, Better Duck stole my book.
I caught
Day
him in the corner,
45.
just turned it, he had it
found
upside down. He couldn't read it, but we're getting there.
um,
Yeah. So as you make dock, the captain lets the lets the gangplank down. They get the ship tied off. He looks at you all and says, "Well, one hell of a voyage. Welcome to Stormbreak." And that's where we will end the session tonight.
Okay.
Woo!
Can we, in our chat, can we kind of do some of the role playing with conversations that would happen over the boat? Because I know Albus would definitely like to use that time to kind of get to know everybody.
Yeah,
And
same.
I feel like after 75 days, like I feel like a lot of things might change for the better, at least in Albus.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So we'll say for the sake of chat wise, timing would be after the pirate fight to making dock.
Okay.
Now, what was the island we landed at?
You landed at Stormbreak.
Everything's a storm.
Always. Storms are M's.
Can we also review potential downtime activities we could make use of during 2.5 months at sea?
Yeah, absolutely. So, like, I know with Albus, he kind of did his potion making. So, yeah, within that time, if there's anything that you would have worked on, yeah, absolutely. Let me know in between sessions, and
Okay.
we'll make sure that we
Okay, we're done.
get it, get it all knocked out. Yeah, no, great session.
So much fun.
Yeah, that was good.
Appreciate you guys just kind of hanging in there. It was.
Yep.
That was a fun battle.
Epicness by the Paladin.
Yeah.
Woo!
No
All
one
hail,
rolled
all
a
hail.
1 and was lost at sea. Because
That's right.
Yeah.
don't
A lot
think
of 20s.
Yeah, I got some good ones.
Yeah.
Was it Terrence that took down the pirate captain, or was that Raja?
It was Dennis.
Oh, it was definitely
Terrence.
Dennis.